In this video, I'm going to show you how to self-release your upper back for instant pain relief. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from Spine Care in St. Joseph, Michigan. If you're dealing with a tight, locked up, painful spot in the upper or middle back and need a self-release or mobilization, this is a video that you're not going to want to miss. I'm going to go over different exercises that are really going to help open up the upper back and give quick relief, even in as little as 30 seconds. As a side note, these are not chiropractic adjustments. They don't serve to replace chiropractic adjustments. They're simply stretching exercises that may end in a satisfying self-pop, crack, or release. So let's get started and get the upper back feeling better right now. So here is an upper back opener that you can do in bed first thing in the morning or before you go to bed at night. I'm going to lay flat on my back just like this. Let's take our hands, place them behind our head for a little bit of support. What I'm going to do is start off by just putting my shoulders and head right off the edge of the bed. We want to focus on just letting gravity take our body weight. So it's just taking my head and shoulders and arms downwards like this. The more that you go down, the more that you're going to feel a stretch over the area where your upper back is placed over the bed. So you want to go down as far as you're able to go, just letting gravity take it. From there, what I do is wing my elbows down just a little bit and then push down with my head. This will create a passive stretch into the upper back. And if it is locked up, you may feel it go pop, click, or crack. Again, that is just gases being released from the joints. You want to hold this for about 5 seconds. You're just going to relax, take a breather, and then you're going to repeat. So just press down a little bit more with this next repetition to open up the back just a little bit more. But you can do this for about 3 to 5 repetitions. From there, I just slide down a little bit and then repeat. Pretty much all the way from the upper back to the middle back. With this one too, the further that you go down, the more that you're going to be able to go downwards like this, so only go to your comfort level. If you do find that one particular spot is the spot that you're having a lot of achiness or pain, stop right over that spot. And then at this point, what we're going to do is wing the elbows down like this. We're going to push down with the head to create that passive traction, and hopefully this will get it to release. If it doesn't, you can put a little bit more passive stretch in there by just quickly winging the elbows down just a little bit. And I don't know if you heard it over the microphone, but I got a very good release into my upper back right there. But this is a good way to really just pinpoint areas with the bed by sliding up and downwards like this and just focusing on the spots that need it the most. So here is a great upper back opener that you can do at the edge of a bed. You can also use the armrest of a couch, a desk, or a chair. It just needs to be flat and elevated. We're also going to start off on our knees, so make sure to put a pillow or towel underneath them for extra comfort. Let's go right up to that flat elevated surface. I'm going to bend the arm like this and place the back side of my arms flat on that elevated surface. Let's press down a little bit too, just to create a stable anchor point. My hands, they're going to go on my upper back right across the shoulders just like this. From here, I'm going to tuck my chin towards my chest. The movement is very easy. I'm just going to simply lower my body weight, kind of like taking my butt down towards my heels. Also during this, I'm going to let my chest go towards the edge of that flat elevated surface as much as we can. The more that you go down, the more that you're going to feel a good stretch happening into the upper back that goes all the way down to the middle and lower backs. It usually feels really good. And if there is a segment that's locked up, this will help open it up through kind of a decompression traction pull. But go down as far as you're able to go. Once you feel that comfortable stretch, let's hold this for 20 seconds. Do nice, slow, controlled breathing also. Let that tension out. The more you relax, the more results that you're going to get with this. From there, I'm just going to relax, come back up, take a breather, and then repeat this up to 5 times. With each repetition, go down just a little bit more. Stretch into it, challenge those muscles to open up those joints. And if it is locked up, you might get a sudden pop, crack, or self-release. With this one too, what I'm going to do is then take it to the next level by just angling my body out a little bit towards one side. So in this case, I'm going a little bit towards my right. I'm going to repeat this. What you're going to notice is it opens the back up just a little bit differently. So experiment with different angles. Go all the way towards the right and then go all the way towards the left. If you feel that one certain angle, one certain spot, like right here for me, hits it just a little bit more, throw more repetitions in. Target the spots that need it the most. So here's an upper back self-release exercise that you can pretty much do anywhere. The only thing that we need is a corner of a wall or a door. I'm going to show two parts to this because they're going to target two different locations. The first part, we're going to focus on a very pesky spot that a lot of people get pain, which is right here at the base of the neck into the upper back across the shoulders. This is known as an upper trapezius stretch. Very easy to do. What I'm going to do is take one arm, bend it at 90 degrees, and then slide it across my lower back as much as I can. You'll feel this muscle right up here start to relax. That's that trapezius muscle. From there, I'm going to take my hand, place it on the side right here, and then I'm just going to take my ear towards the shoulder, the other side shoulder. When you do this, you'll really feel it open up into the neck right here, and a lot of times you'll get a sudden pop, crack, or release into the neck or into the upper back. It usually feels really good. Again, with this one, don't try to force it. You want to hold this one for about 15 to 20 seconds. You're just going to relax, and then on the next repetition, drive the arm over a little bit more, and then take the ear down towards the shoulder even more. Get a better stretch each time. And I would do this on both sides to keep them in balance. To focus a little bit more down into the upper back and middle backs, let's go right up here and do what I like to call the Y stretch. So I'm going to put my arms up just like this, to the point where I can then lean into it like this. So I'm putting my Y, or my arms into a Y, my feet go together, and then I'm just using my body weight to lean forward towards the corner of that wall. This feels really good. You'll feel the stretch into the chest, but you'll also feel the shoulder blades starting to pinch, and it really opens up the back. You may feel, again, a sudden pop or release. Hold this for about 20 seconds, relax, and then try to repeat this 3 to 5 times. You can also try different variations. So instead of going towards the Y, go towards what I like to call the field goal, and then do the same thing. You'll notice that it just opens up the back just a little bit differently. From there, you can also go into a W, but go through all 3 motions. I don't know if you just heard it over the microphone, but I got a pretty good release right there. And I just tried to do all 3 motions, 3 to 5 repetitions. Each repetition stretch a little bit more into it, and hopefully that gets the upper back to self-release. So here is what is known as an upper back corkscrew stretch, and it's a very good upper back opener because we can do a little bit of rotation in there to get those joints moving. This one is best done at the edge of a bed, but you can also do this one on the floor. What I'm going to do is start with one leg straight, usually the leg that's closest towards the edge of the bed, and then the other side, what I'm going to do is bend the knee and then keep the foot flat. I'm just going to press into the side of my calf right here with that foot and press down for a stable anchor point. Let's take the hand that's closest towards the edge of the bed, grab onto the edge, just for a little bit more support. What I'm going to do from there is bend the other side's arm. So in this case, I'm going to take my right elbow and I'm going to place it on the inside of my right knee. From there, I'm going to press into it. Already, you should feel a very good amount of stretch into the upper back, a very good rotation because we're going towards the left. From here, what I'm going to do is press into my knee and then just turn my upper body to look away from me. So kind of like rotating a little bit towards my left. The more that you turn like this, the more it's going to open up the back, and you might get a sudden pop, crack, or self-release. Don't try to force this one. Just go towards a comfortable stretch. If it is going to go, it will go. But you want to hold this stretch for about 20 seconds, and it really feels good. And then from there, I just relax, take a breather, and then I repeat this up to 5 times. With each repetition, you can stretch into it just a little bit more. Again, don't try to force anything. And then when you're done on one side, always switch to the other to keep them both in balance. My personal favorite way to self-release the upper back is with an extension exercise that you can do right on the floor. The easiest way to do this exercise is with a foam roller. I know a lot of people don't have foam rollers, so I want to give different options. Surprisingly, using an extra large athletic or sports cup really contours to the shape of the back and works very well. You can also use a peanut tool. That is, I took 2 tennis balls, wrapped them in a sock, twisted it, and tied it. That way you can put the spine directly in between the 2 balls right here and glide very easily during this exercise. But I like to keep things simple. I'm going to be using my trusty can of beef barley soup, and I'm also going to be using a towel over the can of soup or the sports cup. The other 2, you don't need a towel. So for demonstrative purposes, I will be using my can of soup. So if you are using the soup can, just place it in the middle of a large bath towel just like this and then roll it up, and you kind of have a homemade foam roller. From there, I'm just going to position it right on the upper back. So I just go like this, and it's pretty much centered right over the spine itself. What I can do from there is just take my hands, place them on the back of the head just like this, and then just simply use my legs to roll up and down from the middle to upper back. We don't want to do this one on the lower back because that can cause irritation. But just roll up and down, just allowing gravity to take your shoulders, elbows, and head down just like this. And with this rolling motion, you might get a sudden pop, crack, or self-release. But you can do this one nice and slowly, up and down, for about 5 to 10 complete repetitions. If you do use the athletic cup, you probably won't be able to do this certain step, but you should be able to do the others. So let's say that you have one spot that just will not release. It's really tight, achy, and painful, and it needs a little bit more attention. Let's stop right over that spot. From there, what I'm going to do is just allow gravity to take my head, my shoulders, and elbows down towards the floor as much as we can. Really put the back into a backwards extension just like this. And then from there, I'm going to plant my feet on the floor and then lift my butt up, kind of like creating a bridge-like exercise. This time, what's going to happen is that your upper body weight is going to drive down into the can, into the floor, and it really intensifies the stretch. It feels really, really good for me. And if that joint is locked up, this might get it to self-release. But you can hold this position for 15 to 20 seconds. If it feels good, hold it for longer. You can hold it upwards towards a minute, but when you need a breather, just lower your butt down like this and then repeat it about 3 to 5 times. From there, you can just switch over different spots as needed. If it still feels like it does not want to release, what we can do from there is incorporate a little bit more dynamic movement. So this time around, what I'm going to do is take my arms off like this, create like a field goal position with my arms, let my head go down towards the floor, and then just wing the elbows down towards the floor. What this will do is it stretches the chest, opens the back up just a little bit differently, and that might get it to finally self-release or pop. But challenge yourself to bring the elbows down as much as you can. You can hold this stretch for 15 to 20 seconds, relax, and then repeat. You can also do what are known as floor angels. So go down all the way right here, lower the hands down towards, or I should say the back side are going to be towards the floor, and then from there I'm going to wing my elbows down as much as I can and then just raise my arms overhead just like this. You'll feel, again, the muscles just get hit a little bit differently, and that might just help. If you feel like it still needs a little bit more attention, you can put a little bit more of a passive stretch in there. So what I'm going to do is just allow my head and my shoulders to go all the way down towards the floor. I'm going to straighten my arms out like this, straight at the elbow. Hands are going to overlap, and then I'm going to lower my hands down towards the floor as much as I can. The more that you lower this down, the more that you're going to feel that spot over the can in the upper back really start to open. Only go to your comfort level. But once we hit a very deep but comfortable stretch, what I'm going to do from there is just wing my arms down just a little bit like this. This will offer a little bit more passive stretch into the upper back, and you might get it to self-release. I don't know if you just heard it on the microphone right there, but I did get a little bit of a release. But just go very comfortably. Don't try to force anything. If it's going to go, it will go. But you can do this one right here for about 5 repetitions. Just switch over different spots as needed. And I do hope that that one right there opens up the back and gives you a lot of instant pain relief. If the exercise has helped, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing to the channel too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.